Good morrow again. Today I am reviewing LEGO set 21325, the Medieval Blacksmith. This set contains 2,164 pieces and comes with a 238-page instruction booklet. This set was released February 2021 and retailed for £159.99. The minifigures included are a blacksmith and an archer, and a male and female Black Falcon Knight. All four minifigures impressively have front, leg and back printing, but only the blacksmith and the archer come with alternative face prints. To make up for this, there is also the inclusion of two knights' helmets, so you can suit up your knights and display them in their fully armoured gear. There is a horse with posable rear legs in brick yellow, which has some unique bridle head printing and comes complete with a cart to transport the knights on their journey. To add even more variety, you can choose to unhitch the wagon and use the additional brick yellow 1x2 pieces provided to transform the cart horse into a regular standard horse. The first part of this build is the ground floor, which houses the blacksmith's smithy. Inside the blacksmith's workshop, the walls are decorated with tools of his trade and surplus armour for the knights. An anvil is situated at the centre with an ingot piece in orange, and there's even a sharpening stone for the master craftsman to sharpen his blades. There is a coal pile in the corner next to a very hot hearth, a workbench and a bevy of even more display items. Under the stairs leading up to the first floor, there is a hidden area containing a pile of carefully stacked logs, and surrounding the house is a pumpkin patch and an old bone for the blacksmith's faithful dog. The main focal point of this level is the forge itself, surrounded by a barrel of swords, another anvil, and contains a light up brick. To activate this play feature, you simply fold down the bellows, then push in, and the coals in the furnace glow even redder. Finally, on this section, we have a well and a bucket to gather water, and a gnarled old apple tree, complete with rosy red apples. Moving up the detailed stone steps to the first floor, we have the blacksmith's kitchen. You can tell the blacksmith himself must have designed this furniture, as the backs of the upholstered chairs are created out of an iron rod and two axes. There is a laid table complete with a turkey leg, leafy green salad, and a couple of goblets. Under the stairs is home to a water barrel, and a butter churn is situated in the corner. There is a food preparation area with chopping utensils, and using the heat directly from the blacksmith's forge below, the open stove is being used to boil up some greens and heat up some soup. On the top floor or attic, we have the blacksmith's bedroom, and to access this area, you simply lift and slide off the side roof panel. A black bearskin rug dominates this level, covering a large section of the floor, and under the window is a chest containing a rucksack and a compass. There is a carved wooden bed so the blacksmith can get some sleep after a busy day's work, and at the other end there is a desk with a quill and ink to pen his stories. Next to that is a small nightstand with a candle, and following the same pattern as the other two floors, the chimney breast opens up into a fireplace. My final thoughts on this set are, it is almost perfect. Personally, I love everything modular, as they are my favourite things to build out of all the LEGO themes, and I found every step of this build to be a real joy. The building process was a lot of fun, and I found it incredibly satisfying putting down all of the foliage from the very start. I love the look and the inclusion of the masonry bricks in sand green, and all the wooden panelling and jutting out awnings really sets this set apart. At this point, I must note my highest praise for the best element in the entire set, which is the 1x1 circle dots piece. This piece has proven to be incredibly versatile. One minute it's paving, then it's coal, both hot and cold, and then it's a slice of carrot or soup on a stove. This element contributes to a huge percentage of the simple yet highly effective detail. I especially liked the construction of the coal pile and making the forge light up, but there was one thing that actually surprised me. Just after bag 5, when I had finished constructing the very unique apple tree, I suddenly realised what I had just been building. Maybe it's just me and I was lost in the enjoyment of building, but all of a sudden I was shocked by what I had just created. I remembered attaching the black tendril pieces near the start, but as soon as I added the main section of the tree trunk to the base, the black tendrils instantly became sprawling roots, and paired with a rustic well and bucket, I was taken aback by the amazing old-timey picturesque scene, and it made me actually go, oh wow. And trust me, not many sets make me go wow. At first when this set was revealed, and I saw the preliminary pictures, I was a little concerned, mainly about the colour of the blue Nexonite shields, but after seeing it in person, I think LEGO made the right decision, as there are plenty of brown and white elements, so the roof doesn't come across too garish and overwhelming. The set is perfectly balanced, and by this I mean the exterior detail has been extensively considered, and it is very well spread out. For example, on one side you can have the colourful pumpkin patch at the bottom, while the top is plain and rather unassuming. Then around the corner on the other side, you can have a plain lower half and a heavily detailed and busy roof, with sporadic broken tiles at the top. I especially like the knotted apple tree, although I found it a little fiddly to build. It is very reminiscent of the orchards I see in the English countryside, and the fact they even added a target on the reverse so the archer can get in some occasional practice was really thoughtful. The Medieval Blacksmith is a very rare set. You could place this thing in the middle of a table, walk around it, and from every angle you looked at it, it would look amazing because it has no ugly side. It does, however, have a few issues, but they are very minor. The first is the exterior stonework, which can very easily be nudged out of alignment, and there are some gaps around the windows, which are quite noticeable. While they may look beautiful, the wooden support beams by the front door can be very brittle, and do fall off when separating the floors if you're not careful. The door to the smithy is quite ill-fitting, with a gap at the top, but it is the blacksmith's hot workshop after all, so maybe he doesn't mind the draft. To sum it all up, this set has a unique charm all of its own, and it's just screaming out for a companion piece. Mock creators have been designing some very clever alternative builds, so I can see lots of people buying multiples of this set. Personally, I would love to see LEGO continue on with this style and give us an old windmill, tavern or apothecary. Castle fans are going to absolutely love this, and it even fits in great with sets from other themes. The furniture builds are a lot of fun, and I think even experienced builders will even find something new to enjoy. Oh, and it's modular, so it's going to have mass appeal. At the £59.99 price point, I would say the value is very good. There are no stickers, all decorative elements are printed, and I think this set could very well place in my own personal top 10 LEGO sets of all time. My final piece of advice? Get it while you can, or else just like the old fishing store, you're going to regret it once it retires. Anyway, that's it for the review. Now it's time for ye old money shots.